What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today at the request of Young Dade H. We're going to talk about this one for you. You guys, in my last video, and I'm going to pause the music here actually real early on. In my last video of Ethereum, I was saying that I predict that this will be the most lackluster cycle for Ethereum. That I think this will be its worst cycle yet. I think it'll do well. I think it's going to potentially break 10K, being worth 3,200 right now, but I don't think that it will outperform Bitcoin. What I mean by lackluster is every cycle that it's had so far, which has only been, I think, 3. This would be its 3rd, I believe. Maybe this is its 4th, but it's outperformed Bitcoin dramatically. This cycle, however, I don't think that it will. We're at 3.3K essentially right now. The highest that I would give it for this cycle is 14K, and I'm very skeptical as to if we even hit that. I think 10K will provide some bit of a barrier. We'll see what happens when we get there, but I would at least expect that you hit 7.7K and really like 8K or higher. But just food for thought, I think Ethereum is going to be a bit of a laggard this cycle. I think Solana is taking a lot of interest away from Ethereum. Ethereum was big because every single crypto out there, if you wanted to make an ERC20, if you wanted to trade on decentralized exchanges, you use Draft Ethereum, you use Ethereum, right? You have to pay gas fees and all that stuff. You guys, gas fees for Ethereum are insane whenever the network traffic is high. They're insane, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. With meme coins, people aren't putting their life savings in there. They're doing like a couple $100s worth of transactions, or maybe even a couple $1,000s worth of transactions. But when you're paying like $80 fees, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd. Where on Solana, you're paying like $1 for a fee, or less than that. Like it's night and day difference. I've had a good time using Solana as the decentralized means of exchange versus Ethereum, and I think I'm not the only one. So I think with that, Ethereum's going to have to figure some things out for sure. I do think it's the Mac Daddy altcoin. I think that it is here to stay. I don't think that it will get flipped, or if it does get flipped, it'll be for a very brief period of time, but all in all, it will maintain its dominance. But at the end of the day, probably a very lackluster cycle. For reference sake, from the current price to go up to its first target, that'd be about a 2.3x, potentially a 3x itself, or a 4.3x from here. You guys, Dash, which I'm so bearish on Dash all the time. I think it's going to do well this cycle too. I think Dash's minimum target is higher than Ethereum's maximum target. So just to put a perspective on that. You can stake with Ethereum. There's other things you can do with Ethereum too, but as of right now, yeah, it looks like you want to go lower. You probably want to pull back to about 2,850. And maybe. Let's see. Yeah, 2,900 to 2,700, somewhere in that area. And that's my thoughts on it for the time being. That makes sense to me. Yeah. 4-hour looks sad. Daily looks sad. Weekly looks like it was hot. Now it's not, so down you go. 886 rejection. Go back to your 6.9 or your 6.18 for support. Relative low to high here. Your 382 is right there at the 6.9, right at about 2,800. So I think 2,800 to 2,900 is probably where you're going to go, but we'll see. And then from there, probably working your way up. But that's all I got for you guys. So if you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do technical analysis literally every single day on various cryptos, various stocks, various whatevers, man. And that's all I got. So take care. Bye-bye. See you next time.